Hello, thank you for joining me for my very late Sunday Facebook Live. My name is Tracy Helt, and at least I've got the day right, even if the time is very much later than it usually is. This is the card that we're going to be making today. It is a card that I've cased that came up on, I think it was my Pinterest feed. It was one of the social media feeds. And unfortunately, it was just somebody who had posted a picture of the card. So there was no watermark, there was no website that it linked back to, so I don't know who to credit the card with, but I really liked it, so I decided I wanted to make one of it. I did change it up a little bit. It's not exactly the same as the original, but it is very similar. Now, we're not using a lot of stamp sets today. We're using Trusty Tools. Great set for masculine cards, and I'm using some what's going to become paint splatter from the cone flower celebrations. Okay, and of course, as per usual, I am changing up the colors. We're going to do a lighter card base and darker DSP. So for my card base, I'm using cloud cover, and I'm going to use the DSP from the Weekend Adventures. So we're going to use that piece of DSP. And don't you think this is a good piece? It's got footprints and a compass and stuff on the back, but I just think that this side looks like it's got paint spatter, so that's perfect for what we're doing today. And while I've got that, let's just quickly stick the DSP onto the card. There we go. Put that aside for the moment because now we're going to do some stamping. Oh goodness, I just realized. Oh no, I thought that I'd cut them the wrong size. It was looking to me like two of them were a different size to the other two, but no, it looks like I've got it all good and they're all the same width. Great. Okay, so starting off, we're going to stamp our paintbrushes. Now, one of them is going the full paintbrush onto our strip of basic white, and then we want to stagger them. So we're going one where it's a bit lower, and one where we really just have the bristles showing. Okay, so that was all stamped in my memento. And then I'm going to take Pecan Pie and we're going to colour in the brushes. So this time it's easy. I'm using the stamp set to do the colouring in for me. But it just means that I have to get it lined up, which hopefully I'm going to do a reasonable job of. Kind of. Maybe I'll just see if I can get it stamped in a little bit more over. There we go. Okay. It doesn't have to be 100%, and I don't want to get my head in the camera, so I can't get directly over it, but I'll try. I just can't seem to get it far enough over. We won't worry if there's a little bit of white on the side. That's just going to be okay. That's what you can do if it really disturbs you. Just take your blender pen and just pick up a little bit of the ink on the blender pen and color it in where it hasn't filled in. Once again, that's okay. That's fine. You can see I didn't get it exactly on those ones either. Now, I think that for my Happy Father's Day, I'm actually going to stamp that in Misty Moonlight. This one I went with the black because I think Pool Party would have been a little bit too light. But seeing that we're using Misty Moonlight, I'm going to try with the Misty Moonlight. And let's see if I can get this straight, because that's another mission. Not too bad. Wolfgang's probably going to tell me that that's really crooked, but okay. We have splats on the other end, so it's going to be crooked. I just won't show him the card or something. Alright, and then we need some cloud cover ink, which is hiding underneath my card over here. And we're going to stamp the splats in cloud cover. And look, we're not quite finished with the cloud cover because the last thing that we want to do is stamp some paint onto the brush. Now, what I've done here is I've actually stamped twice just because I felt like it was a little bit pale stamped once. So we've got a nice big splot of paint on there. And it doesn't have to be stamped exactly in the same place. It's alright, because remember, paint shifts around. Alright, now when you're doing your stamping, you're going to want to stamp a paintbrush onto the insert of your card as well. I did that one in advance so that you didn't have to watch me stamp 4 paintbrushes, only 3. And from here on, it's just easy assembly. So insert, oops, goes inside the card. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, it's paint splattered because I have a big fingerprint there. Okay, not a lot I can do about that, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just add some more fingerprints all over the card so that it's really splattered. Alright, so first we're going to stick our just the little bit of the paintbrush, and I'm trying to line that up with the top of the DSP. Now I find it easiest if I go top and bottom first and then fill in the middle bits. If you're good at just getting it all aligned, then you can do it the way you are, but I'm never very good about getting things evenly spaced and stuck straight. And trying to see if I can hide that fingerprint, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hide it completely, but maybe it's okay on a paint splattered card. Otherwise I'll go and I'll do something with it. I'll pop it onto another card base or something. I don't even know where that came from because I can't see ink on my fingers, but clearly it came from somewhere because it is there. Okay, so as easy as that, that's our card done. This one used the Country Woods DSP. and that's used Weekend Adventures. So, hope you like that card. Maybe try and make it for Father's Day if you're in Australia. And I will see you again next Sunday. Have a good week. Bye for now.